We're doing Lunchbox Live today. I'm Miss Janet. I'm the chef. We're going to do an apron today. I'm going to show you how to do a Godfather apron. And remember, we can still do hats on the Creator. So let's get started. First off, I got water soluble hooped in my 8x9 Mighty hoop. And you know how my tip is with an old needle to score the paper around it? And I'm just going to tear this off. And put it down here in my little trash can. Now, before that, I got this prepared, and the apron, I tested it out on stabilizer in an old apron, and this was really too big. So I got the next size down, and you can see this, right? Sorry. So I did it on black stabilizer because my apron is black. Now I took my ruler and I measured it across from here to here. And then I measure it in the middle too to get my center line. And I know where my center is right here on the father. And I want it here because these has tabs on them so you can put your meat thermometer in it. And that's why I didn't want to use the big one. I wanted to use this size. And I'm going to put it right there in the middle down through here. Now, on the apron, you'll see in a minute what I did on the pocket. Just hold on now. If there's any questions, let me know.
We got West Virginia and Kentucky in the house, Miss Janet.
Oh, West Virginia. Whereabouts in West Virginia?
I'm sorry, not West Virginia, Virginia. So they're close.
Yeah, they're close. Different state. And I like Virginia. I lived in Virginia too.
Miss Janelle says, "Hey, Janet."
Hello. I'm going to center this up and I'm going to press it down and it's all center. And I'm going to press it down. Now, some people are nervous and you can take your paper tape let me get this started here. Now I want to make sure my tab. Oh, see, I already made a mistake. You want your tab, this tab goes like this. You want the tab in the back, in the front. And I'm going to put this right here. Good thing I caught that before I put it on the machine. And I'm lining that sewing line right up. And it's right there in the center. And we'll do a trace on this too. I love doing aprons. I did, for Mother's Day one year, I did an apron for my mother, my daughter, and myself, and my great-granddaughter. So there was 5 generations. Even though she was small, I wanted a picture of all of us with the apron on. And it means something to me. So Father's Day is too. It's really getting together with your family. And that's what it's all about, family. So this is already prepared, and I'm just going to slide it in the machine, and I'm going to show you something what I'm going to do. Okay, I got the color already chosen because I wanted the goldish brown, and I saved it. I'm going to lock the machine, yes, and I'm going to trace it, trace design. So I'm going to put this right in there and make sure. Now you can do this in the Ricoma software. In the Ricoma software, you can actually print out the template. By me already testing the design, I just cut this out and I didn't have to print out the paper.
Miss Janet, we got viewers asking where can you get aprons at a good price?
Amazon, $8, $8 on Amazon. And these ones got their men aprons, and they got the pockets down at the bottom, and they got the little chef apron part up here, the leather strap that you can put your meat thermometer in. And so this is going here. So that looks good right in the center. Now, I have my black stabilizer because that was water soluble and it wouldn't be really thick enough. I got one layer of cutaway black stabilizer. What I'm going to do is slide that in underneath my hoop and my arm and just slide it like that. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to start it. And what it does, it will catch that stabilizer underneath, and I don't have to hoop it because it's going underneath there. Now, it's going to take almost an hour to do. That's okay. I got one already done. While that's embroidering, I'm going to show you one that is already done that I tested it on, and it turned out great how it showed up. Now, I put Dad down here on the bottom, and I used the 8-in-1 hoop on the pocket, and that was really neat to be able to use that. Now, up here at the top, if you want to write somebody's name on it, you can write the names on it here. Sorry about that. My doctor's office is calling me. I forgot to put it on mute. Anyway, I did a pot holder. Chef. How you like my chef? How you like my chef? And this is a chef pot holder that I did, and I used it in the 8-in-1 hoop. How you like my chef hat? You could create a hat. These came from Amazon again, and you can get them in multiple sizes, and they're Velcro in the back, so you can put them in the write on it anything that you want to write, something goofy. I used chef, and I did a little border around it, put it on my hat, just because I wanted to, and I wanted to make Father's Day happy. Now this says Grill Father. Does anybody know what this means? Grill Father? It's over 50 years old. There's got to be people out there who has watched this movie. Have you seen this movie? You know what this is?
They want to see the pot holder again. The embroidery machine was embroidering when you were showing it.
The pot holder. It's a little shelf.
Miss Janelle says that she's hit a slump with her embroidery. The bunny baskets didn't sell like they did last year, and she doesn't have any inquiries for Mother's Day nor Father's Day. She's trying to regroup. Can you give her any tips, any advice on how to regroup?
Regroup. Father's Day aprons. I would do some Father's Day aprons, Father's Day hats. This one here says Dogfather. You know, we have a lot of dog fathers out there that don't have children. I mean, their dogs is their children. So that would be something good. There's so many summer holiday is coming up. Towels, embroidery on towels. There's so many ideas out there that we can do. And oh gosh, holidays, the 4th of July. 4th of July is coming up. Memorial Day. I know it's this weekend. Fall. You can do fall. You could do, people are being really picky right now on their stuff that they go to the craft show and buy. And animals, if you do dogs, cats, and their breed, they sell like crazy. Even horses. And it's a great idea to do a head start for the holidays. And when your machine, if you're doing something on Ricoma, that machine needs to be running and doing your lace ornaments, doing stuff that you could just walk away and do. My pumpkin back here, it's done in panels, and you have to sew them together after you do them. I mean, it takes, if you do a big one, it takes like 45, 60 minutes to do one panel, and that way that machine is running and you can get ideas with the Thanksgiving and Christmas and any holidays you can do. Be ahead. I have a container that I have stuff in that I'm working on and getting ahead and doing stuff. So like my lace napkins here that I showed how to do in tricks and trips and savings on our dealers where I save money. This is a great selling point that you can make these napkins up, because they're not really specifically for a holiday. Weddings, oh my gosh, weddings is coming up. You can do garters, you can do handkerchief, embroidery the little neat in a handkerchief, something old, something new, something blue. So you can do anything like that. I'm just trying to keep the questions coming, and let me think. We're going to do a beach episode, and I'm going to show you how to turn just an ordinary towel in something fantastic for you for the beach. So you got to stay tuned for that episode.
Deborah from Virginia says that she has some designs ready to embroider for Father's Day.
Good. What kind of designs do you have, Deborah? We just want to keep it, we just like to do stuff, and I like to doing, I love cookouts. Cookouts is my favorite thing. When I lived in West Virginia, we had 2 smokers and a big grill going. And we used to smoke chickens and turkeys and deep fry them and everything. So, that's what family is all about. Getting together, doing the cookout, doing everything, and then having your apron on. I love the apron when I'm cooking and doing stuff. And it's you don't get your clothes all messed up and everything. So with the barbecue sauce, you gotta have barbecue sauce, you know, and you gotta make that West Virginia hot dog sauce when you do the hot dogs, and the coleslaw. The coleslaw. I love my coleslaw. I mean, I had the best coleslaw the other day, last week, and it had a touch of horseradish in it. I never thought about putting horseradish in coleslaw. So, is there anybody have any questions about how to embroider on an apron?
Janelle said, take off from the Godfather.
Oh, right! The Godfather. That's right. I asked somebody if they ever saw The Godfather, and they looked at me and they said, I wasn't even born when it came out. I said, it's a classic. You have to go back and watch it. And when I saw this, I said, oh, I got to do this apron. It's a takeoff from The Godfather. And it really is a classic. And I like it. It means something. And it's the Grill Father. And we have the Grill Father going to be here in a little bit. And he's going to model it for us, the Grill Father.
We have a viewer asking, why didn't you hoop the stabilizer within the hoop? What are the advantages of adding it under the hoop?
Because I can make sure it's even. With the stabilizer, it's water soluble and it's sticky. And I can actually line it up because the apron is smaller than the hoop here. The arms is cut out. And then if I try to hoop it, I might get it crooked. And this way, it's straight on because I have it marked.
Is the thread metallic?
No, I didn't do metallic because, you know, it's an apron. I didn't want to do a metallic apron.
What brand thread are we using?
Madeira thread. Madeira thread, 100% polyester. Madeira thread, 100% polyester. This is the 8-in-1 hoop that I use for the pocket. I mean, I used the bigger one. George just went back there and grabbed it off my desk. And it slides right in, and I did the dad. So you have to use the bigger one because, as you can see, this one here is too small. It gives you an idea, and they just slide in. If you just put it in and you unscrew this, and it just comes off. And I love using the 8-in-1 hoops and everything. He's trying to get me one.
What are some good places to get some pre-made designs?
Oh, pre-made designs, embroidery designs. Urban Threads, OESD, Pearly Gates. Urban Threads is my best. I love Urban Threads, and it's whimsical, serious, and different things. And just Google, and you can see the reviews. Embroidery designs is a good one. Sweet Pea, if you're into children, Sweet Pea and Juju. I love Juju and Sweet Pea. They have a lot of fonts, different fonts and everything. There's so many embroidery design companies out there that I like. I got a list I'm going to make up, and it's already typed up, and I will be posting it on our Ricoma Craft and the Ricoma Creator Facebook group. So here's all different size hoops that comes with 8-in-1 as I drop them, and it fits down into your pocket. And there's a good video on how to use these on the machine, on the website. These I used on the pants. This I used on sleeves or the pants, going up and down the pants. And this is good for a hat. And you just put the sticky paper on it. And then this one here is a square one, and I use this one a lot too. It's something, when it's tight and you can't get your hoop in there, and you can slide these in there and do your embroidery on them. And I love using these. And you can use it down like this, on your pockets, on anything that you want to do. You can use the 8-in-1 hoops, and they're really worth the money. I use them all the time here, doing samples, testing them, and they come with all the machines. You can get them for all your machines, not just for the Creator. You can get them for the Marquee, any of the machines, and they will fit. And so, any questions on these, on the 8-in-1? Has anybody tried them? They're fantastic. They're great. Hoopmade, our Hoopmade designs on Ricoma. Hoopmade. We got some great designs on there, you all. Go in there and check them out. There's a real nice tiger on there, and different things that we can use. It's embroidering away. I got it set for 560 speed. It's doing the curves, so it came down to 500. So that's why it's taking so long, because there's a lot of curves in here doing the details on the lettering.
Deborah said that her embroidered designs for Father's Day, she's doing our shirts and towels for dads.
That's good. Shirts and towels for Dad. That is excellent. I like doing the left chest logo, doing a little designs on them. And for the fathers that who has to wear a dress shirt, put the initials on the cuffs. They love that. Their 3 initials. They love that, and that's coming back in style. They like that, and it's something personal, and they will like that. And even on a necktie. On a necktie, they like the initials on the necktie. And, people still wears neckties.
Can we see the 8-in-1 piece that you used for the apron pocket again? They're asking to see.
I used the wider one, and it goes down in, and then I put Dad right there. And this is something that you have to test out to see how much room you have in your pocket with your arm after you put your hoop in there, when you put your arm on there, and then do your test.
Okay. They say, I see you made a hat. Did you do that on the Creator as well?
Yes, I did the hat on the Creator to show people that it can be done on the Creator. I did it on the hat. My chef hat. Yes, I did that on the Creator. I put it, I used the sticky back paper, and I laid it down on there. I marked it, and the little chef, I marked it, and I laid it on there, and I did the trace on it, and I had it marked from here to here, how big it was, and I marked it so I could get my center, because it is on a curve, so I put it on the sticky back paper, and then I floated another piece of cutaway underneath it, and it turned out and it didn't slide. It's perfectly centered, and I love doing the chef hat because we're in Paris.
Bebops wants to know, Miss Jana, are you the grill mother?
Yes,
What do you like to grill?
I love to grill. Grilling was my first holiday. I love to grill. Even in the wintertime, I would have the grill going. In the snow and everything. Go out the back door, we had the deck, and I would have the grill going. And I love to do chicken on the grill. Steak is good. We used to butcher our own beef, so I also have beef in the deep freeze and like in the chicken. So I put everything on there. I love smoking. Get the smoker on and let it smoke all day long, and it was so good. Okay, I want to tell you all about Deco Summit. Okay, my peeps out there who has took classes from me, and they know about this. Deco Summit, 10% off. Janet 10. Janet 10. And there's going to be a link right here that you can click on. In the Deco Summit, you can come and at the VIP party, you come and look for me and say, hey, Janet, I saw you I took your classes because I got something special for you, just made by me for you for coming to Deco Summit and taking part of my classes. And I love this. Okay, I got somebody special here today coming in and trying on my apron for me to model. Yay! We got it coming. Hold on. He's a-coming. He's a-coming. Mr. Carl from Ricoma TV.
Hello.
And he's with us. Let's get this on. He likes a grill.
Now that's a fire right there.
Look at it. Look at our fire going. I got us some forks.
All right.
I got us some forks. You got a fork? And look at this. They extended.
This is nice.
$1.25 at the dollar store. $1.25. I love my bargains. Look
I
at
like
that.
this, Miss Janet.
And look at how big of marshmallows we got. Look at that. I love roasted marshmallows. And we could roast the marshmallows out there and get them going and everything. Oh yeah, I like mine burnt. Do you like yours?
I like them burnt.
And I love them burnt, and they just melt. When I was growing up, we used to put them on our gas stove on a fork and put them on the gas stove. Let's try that your dog hat on. There you go.
Miss Janelle says, hey, Carl.
Hi, Janelle. How are you?
We used to put the marshmallows on the gas stove in the wintertime
Oh, goodness,
and
man.
melt the marshmallows on there. My kids did it too. So
They're loving the grill.
they're loving the grill.
They're loving the grill.
Yeah, Carl made this morning so
gotta
we
put
could
another
have a
one on the
grill.
fire.
Because we didn't want the sprinkler system to come on and put out the fire, and the fire department to come. So we made up a little grill. He did, and we can roast our
We
marshmallows.
should feed each other, Miss Janet.
No, I'm on a diet.
Bebop said it's Mobster Embroidery Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Say
Now,
hello to my little friend.
Now isn't that neat? And
I love it.
And looky here, you can actually put your fork down in here.
Mhm.
You don't really want to put your fork down in there when it's dirty,
I love it.
and because you want to keep it going. So, how many of y'all going to be doing aprons for Father's Day?
They want to know what are some tips when using the 8-in-1 device.
Oh, tips for 8-in-1. Depends on what you're using it on and everything. There's a good video out there on Ricoma TV, isn't there? For the 8-in-1 device that we recorded it several months ago, how to use it, and showed how to do it on pants and sleeves and shirts, everything. It's already recorded out there on Ricoma TV, YouTube. I love tips. Clean your hoop after you use it, because you got paper sticky on here. Number one, get you some goop gone and clean your hoops. So, because when you take that paper off, it's going to be on there and it builds up over time. That's my number one tip, because that's my pet peeve around here, because people uses them and they don't clean them. And then when you go use them again, now you got to sit there and clean them and clean them. So clean them after every one that you use.
If you take the paper out after every use, usually it peels off pretty easily. It's when you leave it on there for days that it stays stuck.
Yeah.
They're getting hungry watching you eat marshmallows.
Oh, I know. They're good.
These are the big ones.
Those are good ones, Miss Janet.
Deborah said good for tool bags for dads.
Tool bags, yes. See my apron back here? Ricoma, Janet's tools. I have a tool bag, and it's pink, and it goes around and it says Janet's tools. So you can put Dad's tool or put his name on there, not just Dad. You want me to get?
So you got your Miss Janet's tools apron.
I use this a lot at the shows because I have my scissors in it, and the tweezers and everything, and it is my tools. That's what goes in it. And then I have a half one, and Carl does too, that we use too, and it's just
half one like that.
have one, and we put our name on it, so
They're
we
great.
can have the tools. So that's what, sky's the limit of what you can do with aprons, and you can pick them up really reasonable at Amazon. Go to Target. I got some good aprons at where you can buy all your supplies for kitchen supplies, the warehouse.
Oh, yes.
The warehouse.
The kitchen supply store.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The restaurant supply store.
Your restaurant supply store.
Yeah.
I got some good buys there on aprons.
You get all this stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, you get this better at the dollar store. This is $1.25.
$1.25 for that?
$1.25.
Wow.
$1.25. And it's got the mat on the back.
And these two, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Well, I got these at Target. Target.
They want to know where you get your sticky backing from for the 8-in-1.
I get it from Madeira. Madeira has it, and it's in a big roll, and it's about this size, and you can cut it and cut your size out that you need, and save that other piece for another project that you use it for.
And the cool thing about the 8-in-1 devices is that you can cut the piece almost exactly to the size of the hoop.
Right.
You don't need to go a lot extra, so you save a lot of material when you're using the 8-in-1.
Like I would just cut the strip, this size of strip. This is almost 4 inches. I would cut a 4-inch strip. And then I cut the size of this and save the other strip because it's longer, and I might be able to use the rest of it on this hoop.
Yeah.
Because this
It's almost the same size.
yeah, it is the same size. And so you can, I don't waste anything. I don't waste my stabilizer. I use every bit. I save all the pieces.
Miss Janelle said that she's going to do a gardening apron for herself.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. That's,
Good idea.
there is some good gardening designs out there. Really nice gardening designs. I'm trying to think of the website. You can find all kinds of them, and I love the flowers and the herbs and different things that you could put on them. And
OSD?
that OSD has them. There's another place. Try Hope Yoder's. website. She has some stuff on there. Hope does. And so that would be good. How many of y'all coming to Deco Summit? Don't forget about Deco Summit. Deco Summit is in September. It's going to be here. It's for the consumer. You will learn on your machine. And this is what it's all about. You'll learn how to use 8-in-1 hoops. You will see demonstrations on these. There's other stuff that's going on. You be talking to people. There'll be lectures and different things. So don't forget about Deco Summit. Remember, Janet 10, and you get 10% off. Now, longer you wait, the tickets is going to go higher. So right now, there's a special going on. So Janet 10, and you get 10% when you go to checkout. Now, something else I wanted to tell you that now I just forgot. I was going to tell them.
Did you tell them about your paper tape?
Yeah, my pencil, water-soluble pencil.
Looks like your next live, they want to see wedding accessories.
Wedding accessories. Okay, I will do that. Oh, that's what I was wanting to ask you. Is 12 o'clock time good for you all, or is it 2 o'clock better for you, or 3 o'clock? We need to know the time that is best for you, because I think lunchtime is a good time to come on the air so you can watch us and eat and see what's going on, and especially the people who works.
That's right.
The people that works, because there's people that I like to watch at lunchtime. I mean, it's at 1 o'clock because the time zone that they're in. So I watch them at 1 o'clock, and it costs me money. So that's okay. I like that, and I would like to see you all to get your 8-in-1 hoop or your Mighty hoops. I love my Mighty hoops. Remember, go and check them out on our website. So, any more questions?
What did you make the hat on, Miss Janet?
I used the Mighty hoop.
Yeah, you could have also used the 8-in-1 device as well.
Yeah, I could have.
So the 8-in-1 device is super versatile where you could use it for
Just-
so many things.
Yeah, and what I would have done with the 8-in-1 device, if I used this one, I would put it down here, rotated it, and put it in there.
Right.
Because it doesn't have to go this way. It would go this way. And I would just rotate it.
Or you could use the fatter one right there. This one,
Yeah, I could use the fatter one.
that one would have worked too, and it'll fit that way.
Yeah. Either way, whatever is comfortable for you. And so it's up to you what you want to do. Any questions?
Bebops wants to know, can the creator go faster than 500 SPMs?
Yes, it can go faster. I mean, if I go faster, then I have to talk louder and louder and louder for you. So, you know, we got the mics on. I mean, the machine's running in the background. So it does go faster.
It'll go up to 1,000 stitches per minute.
Yeah. I mean, do we want to go that fast?
Just
No.
because it can doesn't
Doesn't
mean
mean
you
you
should.
should. It's just like driving a car. If it goes up to, you don't want to go over 100 miles an hour, or you get the little
ticket. That's the sound of the police.
the police will come and get you. So, and trust me, I know that.
And the machine self-regulates also.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
when
told
it's coming around a corner, it'll slow down a little bit, then pick up speed, then slow down, so you don't have to worry about it.
What speed do you have it on right now, Miss Janet?
I got it on 560.
Okay.
Do they want us to make it go a little bit faster? You want to make it go a little bit faster, Miss Janet?
Yeah.
Let's show them.
Even though it was going 560, it went down to 450 because it was going around the curve.
Yeah, we're at 800 right now, and it's still pretty smooth.
And it's going down to 650. Even though we speeded it up to 800, it came down to 650 because it's going regulating itself. So that's on any of the Ricoma machines. They regulate how it's going to go around.
Right.
How many do we have on our view today?
We have 10 right now.
10. So I guess lunchtime wasn't a good time.
We're doing a poll.
We're just doing a poll to see how it works out. So I know people will go back and watch this later, and they can leave their comments in there and tell us what time is good for them. If they have a question, I'll read them and answer you.
Bebops wants you to show the more toilet paper, and if you have any toilet paper designs for Father's Day that you recommend.
Oh, I hadn't did one for Father's Day. I never even thought about doing one for Father's Day. Oh, there's some out there that would be really cute for Father's Day. Just depends on.
We got the cute one with the dogs.
Yeah, the cute. Oh, yeah, that was good. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about the one with the poo-poo on it. The little emoji and everything. There's so many out there, and that would be cute.
Which was the funnest for you to make, Miss Janet?
I loved that doing the apron
Yeah, it's nice.
because I love the Grillfather. When I saw that, I said, I got to do that. The Grillfather, the Godfather. I remember when it was on TV, and every week we watched it. That was before the recordings came out, and you had to, it was an episode every week for so many episodes. It wasn't released into the movies. Did you know that? It wasn't in the theater when it first came out.
It was a TV show, right?
It was a TV show, and the one thing was the horse's head in the bed.
I wonder how people were like glued to their TVs every time the episode was coming.
Yeah.
It's the Godfather, hurry up, come on.
And you didn't get answer the phone. You didn't do anything. You was in front of that TV because we didn't even have portable phones back then. We had the long cord that reached from one room to the another room, and it was the rotary dial.
And you couldn't rewind or fast forward, so you had to really pay attention to
Yeah.
every single word.
Deborah has an MT2001 8S. She wants to know how she can add mighty hoops to her machine.
Just buy them. That's it. I have that one at home too. Just get them. You can get all sorts of sizes. All you have to do is when you order the mighty hoop on the shop, just specify that they are for the MT 2001. And you can just look for the MT. Once you get to the shop, make sure you put MT because they do have them for the EM. Once you make sure you get them for the MT, you're good to go. But all you got to do is go to the shop and get them. Always get a pair though, because while one is embroidering, the other one is hooping.
Especially the 5x5.
Yes, I use those all the time.
I do those when I do the shirts here and everything. And they come all in different sizes. I like the 5x5 jacket back for the
They got
empty.
the 60, the 13 by 15, 16 by 10. They've got 11 by 12, 12 by 12, 10 by 10, 9 by 9. They have an 8 by 8.
A 10 by 13.
10 by 13. They even have a 4.25, so it's a smaller one.
Yeah.
For like, little left chest logos.
Don't go to the 5.
Yeah. But you
'Cause you're
you can even use those for things like the chef's hat
Yeah.
and caps and stuff like that too. So they're pretty versatile.
Yeah, because I did this on the Mighty Hoop.
And it's going to use the same brackets that you're using right now, so you don't have to change anything. All you have to do is get the Mighty Hoops. It's a game changer.
That's all I use is the Mighty Hoops and the 8-in-1. This is all I use because they're so fast and you just click, gone, done, and you go on. And I have 2 of them and I can keep them going and keep it hooping and keep them going. One's embroidering, I'm hooping the next shirt or a sweatshirt or an apron.
Sure.
Because I went to a craft show and it was up in Fort Pierce, and all they had was aprons, and it had just an initial, one initial in the middle, and that's it. Just one fancy initial, and they was selling them like crazy.
Imagine how they would sell with something like this.
I know. This would be, to me, I would buy this before I do initials.
From the craft show perspective, the single initial is good because you can just sell them to anybody.
Right.
If you're going to do monograms, you can do them there at the show also, and they're pretty quick to make. They don't take too long. So with the creator, you can take that one with you and actually embroider them on the spot.
Yeah, I have a person that goes to the horse shows, and she has a trailer, and she takes her creator in the trailer, and she sits there, and she does the little colors on the colors for the girls, and she puts their initials on it, and then she does horse blankets too, and put the horses' names on it.
Horse blankets are very popular.
Yeah, we're in horse territory down here.
Yes, absolutely.
Bebops wants to know how you can use the creator with your quilts.
Oh, I use my creator all the time with the quilts. Are you wanting to quilt each block, or do you want to piece them? Because there's blocks out there that you can piece as you go, flip and sew. There's different things that you can do on the creator and for the quilting. I have quilted a quilt with each block as I went, and it was especially like if it's a 10 by 10 block or 6 by 6 block, I got the design in there, and I can quilt each block.
And on the on the creator, you can use an 8 by 13, up to an 8 by 13. So that's a pretty big size
Yeah.
to be able to embroider on.
I mean, when you're doing blocks, you want to do the size of the block. Put the design into the size of the block. Now, I'm the quilter. He's not. He thinks he is. He came to my
No,
quilt
I know,
show.
I'm not a quilter.
And I love quilting. I learned it from my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mom. So I was fortunate enough to know them and my aunts and everything. So it's a legacy. And everybody said, I asked if my daughter's going to take it over. I said, my daughter said, the buck stops here. She's not creative. She doesn't have the patience and everything. I mean, I love quilting. I'm redoing my sewing room. Got rid of some big cabinets, got some narrower cabinets up so I can see all my fabric. And I got to use my fabric up because with this terrace, I already got, and our fabric is going to go up $15 a yard.
Wow.
And I love tulle pink. Tulle pink is my #1 fabric right now.
They want to know how long the apron's going to take. How long's the project?
It's almost done. 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes, and that's it. But, you know, it's running slow. If you run it faster, it'll take maybe 5 minutes. So, that's all.
I mean, it's going to turn out just like this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put Dad on this one because I wanted to be able to use it for other stuff besides just for Dad.
See, my grandmothers didn't quilt, but they made dresses.
Yeah, my grandmother made dresses too and everything. Well, my mom made all my clothes and everything. I mean, my grandmother could go to the store, look at a dress, come home, take the fabric, throw it out on the table without a pattern. Just cut it out and sew it together.
Wow.
And I didn't get that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't inherited that. I have to have a pattern to be able to cut out a dress. I want to do a sweatshirt jacket with the patches and everything. And it's so cool, those jackets, quilted jackets. And I want to do one of those. And I'm going to show you how to do one of those. Carl thinks they're too grandma-ish. Like, they're not. They're really cool. You can do different blocks on them and not let them look grandma. They are so cool. And they sell. There was one on Etsy. The person sold it for $500.
Wow.
Just think, $500. I just saw it the other day, and I zoomed in on it, and I took a screenshot of it.
What if you made it like anime style or Fast and the Furious style? That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Because otherwise it's like, what was that? Remember The Sound of Music?
Yeah,
When she made the dresses out of the curtains?
yeah.
That's, you don't want your sweater looking like a curtain, right?
And the kids had play clothes made out of them.
They did.
And So it was really good.
Horatio says that he's new here. He would like to know where he can get that Grill Father design at.
Google it. Just Google Grill Father embroidery designs, because I just logged onto this website and saw it, and I can't tell you what the name of it is. I called Carl over and George over. I said, "Look at this! Look at what I
It was
found!"
we all fell in love with it. It was great.
And I just, and it wasn't that expensive. It was like $4 and everything. And just Google it, Grill Father.
It's almost done.
B-Boss wants to know what a good price you would sell that apron for with the design on it already
Well,
completed.
I paid $8 for the apron. Say $4 for the design.
But you only pay that once for the
But,
design.
yeah,
so
I
you
know.
can keep using that design over and over again.
I mean, you got built that in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
35.
I was do $25.
I did 35.
Bid
35.
once, bid twice.
Hey,
sold.
bit about 25. Do I hear 30, 35, 35, 30, 35? Sold to the man in white.
Deborah wants to know, did you digitize Dad?
I did that in the Chroma software. Chroma software. I used the Chroma software and went down and found the lettering, and I did it in the Chroma software.
Was this a, what do you call it, a monogram font? Or was it a monogram one, or you just picked the letters and you made it out yourself?
I just picked the letters out and made it myself.
Because they do have the they have the pre-digitized fonts in monogram as well.
Yeah.
So you just put your 3 letters, and you can make it in a circle, a square, and they're all like pre-done as well. But this came out great. I love it. And it's almost done. Look at her purring away. One more minute, Miss Janet.
They said we have a split vote between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. for your live, so
Oh.
we got half and half going on right now.
Oh, okay. We'll have to wait and see what the other people say.
We got some people that are early risers and late eaters, you know?
Bebop wants to know if they can digitize their own Grill Father in Chroma, just like the one that you have.
Absolutely. Of course.
Sky's the limit. I mean, do you want to take hours to do it, or do you want to spend $4 and get it already digitized in multiple sizes?
Well, once you get good at it, you can make it really fast too, you know?
Yeah,
But this came out great.
because this is the medium size. This is the large size. And see, it was going to hit the leather. And I think this size, for the apron size, it was better.
And it's a simple complex filled design too, so there's not much to it. You know, it's super nice. It feels really good, doesn't feel too heavy.
And you know what you could do? Picnic tablecloths. You know, the big squares, the red and white square or check, and it has the white in it. You could do designs in there. You can do watermelon, fruit, corn.
It's done,
Done.
Miss Janet. You hear that? Let's take it out. Look at that. Oh, hold on. That looks nice, Miss Janet. Look at that. That's a great apron. Man, that sticky tape really held it down, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See,
Mm-hmm. And now you just tear it out.
well, I didn't bring in my big scissors. And you cut this all off.
Throw me those scissors. Throw them. Look at that. We run with scissors and we throw scissors around. You want me to do it?
Yeah, go
All right,
ahead.
Here we go. I'm using my finger underneath so I don't cut the fabric.
What are you cutting right now?
The black cutaway and the water soluble. And you just do a rough cut around so they can see. And then we can trim it in a lot closer.
There it is, rough cut.
Just a rough cut. So, oh, it's gonna mess up my chef hat. So you can see.
Now look, even these rough pieces, if you had another small job to do, you could take that small piece and put it on your hoop, you see? So you could even take a little small piece like this and still reuse it.
Yeah, I do. And
know?
I keep the paper on so that it won't air dry and don't go away. So I keep all the paper on. So I have a plastic bag that I keep all of these small pieces on, and I use them over again.
Yeah, you can
and,
still use
and
these again.
sometimes I use these because this here I use, cut them in pieces, and when I do shirts, instead of using I use 2 layers of cutaway. I use hoop 1 square and put the small piece underneath it, and you don't have to waste 2 layers.
Or if you're making the back of a hat or one of the mesh hats, you can put it right behind it.
Yeah,
And to confirm, that was a water-soluble sticky
right
stabilizer?
here. Yes, the water soluble sticky in the hoop, and then the cutaway. And so you want a cutaway on this so it will hold all of these stitches. Now I can put a name up here. I could put a name up here, a nickname, your father's nickname, or you could put Dad up here. You could put Rock Star.
Sure.
Oh,
Grill star,
the Grill Star. That's right.
grill master.
This one's for you, for Janet and Carl. What's your favorite stabilizer to use on thicker fabrics like aprons?
Cut away.
Yeah, cutaway is good.
Now, a tip on storing your magnet hoops, also put them on top like this. You don't want to put them together. You want to keep it on top, and this way it doesn't lose your, it's not hard to pull apart, and they stay longer, last longer.
This looks nice, Miss Janet. Beautiful. I love this apron.
And see, it's right there in the middle.
Perfect.
And it turned out great.
And with embroidery, you can change the color.
He just stepped on my toe.
Oh no! Sorry, Miss Janet.
My sore toe, you all.
Oh.
Okay, I have to wrap this up, you all. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I know I did. I love doing the Godfather apron and all the other chef and the chef hat. I love doing this. So please stay tuned. Leave your comments in here and tell us what time is a good time to come. So I really appreciate you all giving us time. I hope you learned something. And thank you, Carl, for coming in
Thank you, Miss Janet.
and modeling my apron. It looks sharp on him. We have to wait. We have to make sure he doesn't leave the building with that.
I just might.
And happy Father's Day, everybody. And happy Memorial Day, too.
Yes.
Memorial Day is this weekend, so I'm going to be going away for a while. Oh yeah, I'll be back on Monday night, late. So I'm going to go and celebrate Memorial Day with my family. So have a good weekend, be safe, and goodbye.